Dabo, a stickler on special teams, not happy with his sophomore wideout.
Williams was to the right of Garrett Riley. You saw in the picture there as Phil Moffa gets the carry and picks up just a couple, brought down by Aeneas Peebles.
Nice job there by Aeneas Peebles. Using his hands, getting off the block, good penetration. Where for Moffa to go on first down. Been impressed with this Duke front here throughout this game.
Clemson won the ACC last year, missed out on the playoff though for the second straight year. Klubnik's pass pulled in, first down at the 20-yard line, and it's Jake Brenningstool, the tight end, who's a big target out there at 6'6", 230 pounds.
I think that's the best throw we've seen from Cade Klubnik all night tonight, Tom. Timing route, nice little curl. Hits his big tight end right as he makes his break. Nice job by Cade Klubnik.
Yeah, and he's decisive with the throw, and they need to get the big guy involved. That's a mismatch downfield with his size. 6'6" and long.
His first target of the game. Out of the backfield, Moffa with some running room, and he's got the corner and drilled out of bounds. Big hit. But after he got the first down, that was Trey Freeman. But a 13-yard pickup.
But it's Brenningstool again on the perimeter with the excellent block. Helps spring Moffa to the perimeter. Nice job in the open field by the big 230-pound back.
Most of the time we've seen Moffa tonight, he's been paired with Shipley in the backfield, but it's just Moffa here in this series. Straight ahead. Finally brought down at the 38-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play.
Downhill runner. Tough to bring down, plays behind his pads, a physical runner.
And they're starting to lean on that Duke defense a little bit. Saw a lot more passing early. They're starting to run the ball now a little bit more and having success doing it. 64 rushing yards so far.
This is the look I like, Dustin.
Yeah.
They got to get into more of this.
Favorite personnel package they have, Tom.
With Moffa and Shipley together, and it's Moffa get at 230. Powering his way across the 40-yard line. Freeman there defensively. Now you get 3rd down and 3 for the Tigers inside 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Twelve consecutive 10-winning seasons for Dabo Swinney, one of 3 schools ever. Florida State and Alabama the other. They certainly have the talent to do that, maybe more this year. But a tough game tonight to start the season at Duke. That pass caught. First down at the 45-yard line. Williams made the catch. Absorbed the hit from Chandler Rivers to move the sticks.
Just a quick out from Antonio Williams. Excellent route. The timing there from Cade Klubnik. Off coverage from Brandon Johnson. A little bit of a zone and a strike to move the change from Klubnik to Williams.
Williams, young guy, turned 19 last month. Led the team in catches last year with 56. Another short pass out in space. Broken tackle. True freshman Tyler Brown trying to get positive yardage, maybe a half yard. Rivers again there for Duke. The Blue Devil defense flying to the football. Man, they are so improved when you think about where they were 2 years ago when they won 3 games and nothing in the conference to last year winning 5 in league play, 9 overall, and looking to take the next step this year.
Mike Elko effect. He knows defense, and any coach in America that has faced him knows that. And he's brought in Tyler Santucci to run this defense this year. They're very close, lined at the hip.
Play action, Klubnik in trouble. And sacked back inside the 35 by Open. Loss of more than 10 on the play.
R.J. Oben talked to the coaching staff yesterday. Thought he was the best edge rusher they have. Watch him here with the long arm. Really good job forcing, pressing inside, and then you see the kind of the spin back outside. Good pressure also there on the interior by that Duke front. 313. Big time sack on 2nd down.
I think Duke just called a timeout.
Thank you.
So 3rd and 19
Correction
for Clemson when we come back.
Media timeout.
The Venture X card from Capital One gives you premium travel benefits, like 2 times miles on every purchase.
The noise canceling.
being too loud. Thank you. Good choice. My lucky number.
Earn 5 times miles on flights.
Enjoy your stay.
Going up?
And 10 times miles on hotels through Capital One Travel. Plus, get access to over 1,300 airport lounges.
White wine, please.
And maybe see the one and only Taylor Swift. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Ray Magliozzi here. When you need parts, eBay Motors ensures a guaranteed fit. Hey, Dave.
Yep. Wait,
How are those new wipers?
they're small.
Just go to eBay Motors, where the check means a guaranteed fit. Let's ride.
For your weekend, but continued rain all day.
You can't count on the weather, but you can count on Dish and our reliability guarantee. Should you ever lose signal, contact us and we'll credit back your account.
Back to you, Rob.
Hey, Dylan, I want your dad to go out and help you practice your sliding.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be outside.
You're a good dad.
The reliability guarantee, only from Dish. Tuned into you.
Let me be direct. You're watching football wrong. What do you call a guy in face paint that can't get the game? A clown.
Sorry, what was it again? No, just give me a second.
Amateurs.
Oh! Sorry, everybody.
DirecTV Sports Central gives you access to every game. So you never have to compromise on game day.
Was that necessary?
I was just illustrating a point.
Access NFL Sunday ticket on us. Get a $400 reward card.
Okay.
I'm your football-obsessed best man, and I think you having your big day during the big game is the worst. What, are you kidding me? Physically, I'm right here, but mentally, I'm here. Yeah, I do. Come on, speed it up. When all eyes are on you, my eyes are glued to the game. Whoa! Touchdown, yeah! And if you didn't bundle your home and auto insurance, well, all of this could be tough to tackle. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Hi, we're Visible, the wireless company with nothing to hide. Get unlimited 5G data powered by Verizon for $25 a month, every month. Sorry, hidden fees, we're just not into you. Sometimes the choice is just visible. Switch today at visible.com.
Whee! Where'd Arby's Buffalo Boneless Wings go? Whee! Hot Honey Barbecue, too. Whee! Oh, there they are, with fries for $5. Arby's, we have the meat.
I'm Matt Berry coming up with the Sling TV halftime report. What a defensive battle we have there tonight at Wallace Wade. Dan Mullen and Sam Acho will break down what they've seen, plus a quarterback battle next weekend in Tuscaloosa, and what possibly can Prime do for an encore. Find out coming up at the half.
All right, Matt, big third down here for Duke defensively, trying to get off the field and give its offense 3 minutes to work with.
Free play.
Klubnik after the offside. Looking downfield. And it's intercepted. Al Blades Jr. Again, probably coming back. Blades tackled at the 48-yard line. Klubnik probably doesn't throw that ball if there wasn't a penalty. Just throwing it up for grabs like that. Dwayne Carter appeared to jump first for Duke. Might as well take a shot there if you're Klubnik. Just throw it up for grabs.
Veteran off the edge. Bites on the hard count. We haven't called Al Blades' name yet. The Miami transfer.
Taking a long time here with this discussion. These are the mistakes Duke didn't make last year, though. Penalties, the turnover that we saw in the muff punt, that just didn't happen to Duke a year ago.
There are fouls by both teams on the play. Offside, defense. During the return after the interception, personal foul, illegal blindside block. Team. The fouls were offset. Replay third down.
So we'll replay 3rd and 19 because the illegal block in the back.
Well, he's on the receiving team. That'd be on Duke.
The blindside block was on the passing team.
Okay.
The fouls were offset. Replay third down.
Okay. Okay, so there's the clarification that the blindside block was by Clemson. So now you have the offsetting fouls. That's why the officials were taking as long as they did there before making the initial announcement. Marcus Woods, our referee. Still a discussion going on over the ball. 3-minute mark first half. Clemson leading Duke 7-6.
Duke just going to rush 3, sit back, play coverage, try to get off the field and give Riley Leonard the football. Just under 3 minutes to go in this half. Haven't seen Cade Klubnik complete much down the field. It'd be a great spot for him to do it right now.
Needs to get to the 45-yard line of Duke. Although if they can get 12, 13 yards, Dabo might go for it. Going to keep it on the ground. Shipley. And he gets about 7 yards, so Clemson will punt the ball. Let's see if Duke uses another timeout. Nope. Looks like the Blue Devils will save those 2 timeouts for offense. They'll get it with about 2 minutes to go.
But that's understanding and respecting your defense, right, Tom? Just conservative play call. Don't want to get in any trouble. And the way Clemson's played defensively the last several possessions, Dabo says we're fine to punt and try to pin them back.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Dusty. And this is the safe play. And right now, Clemson just seems to be out of sync. I think they're looking to avoid any potential mistakes.
See Jalen Calhoun after the muff punt earlier. See how he recovers here. Aiden Swanson kicking it right at him. And the fair catch secured at the 15-yard line. Well, look, Clemson's winning, so you got to give the Tigers defense a lot of credit. But how about the Duke defense and what it's been able to do so far in this game against Cade Klubnik and the Clemson offense, with the big storyline surrounding Clemson being its offense and whether it could make that next step to get back to the college
They've been outstanding. I think the defensive line has played very well, putting pressure on Cade Klubnik, not getting pushed around by that Clemson front. And then the back end just flying around, making plays. We're seeing Brandon Johnson, Stinson really all over the place. Been really impressed with what we've seen from both of these defenses. We come in with Clemson getting all the headlines defensively, but Duke all first half making plays on this guy Garrett Riley-led offense.
Riley Leonard handed off to Waters on first down, pushing his way out past the 20. A 7-yard gain to start this drive. And Duke going to go no huddle here. 2-minute offense. Inside 2 minutes, the clock will stop on first downs. Used to be the clock stopped always on first downs, but they changed that rule this year. Outside 2 minutes. Wide open. Jordan Waters. Nobody there for Clemson. He breaks the tackle and runs out of bounds at the 47. He picked up 25 yards.
Boy, we've seen a lot of struggles covering the running backs out of the backfield. Linebacker freezes. Waters is wide open. And a great find by Riley Leonard.
With 1:21 to go, still plenty of time, can run it. You got 2 timeouts. Todd Polino, their kicker, made a 48-yarder last year. He was hitting from about there in warm-ups as well. And Duke will get the ball to start the second half. Leonard tried to set up a screen, and it wasn't there, so he just threw it away. Xavier Thomas, one of those veteran defensive linemen for Clemson in his 6th year. But a lot of injuries that he's faced, hoping for his best year at Clemson.
Excellent rush there, getting up the field, forcing that errant throw. I mean, this is a 5-star coming in, going all the way back to that 2018 national championship season. He's never been able to stay healthy. He's had a great camp. He's been healthy. And he's going to be a real key and for a guy who's going to provide edge pressure for this Clemson defense.
Leonard on 2nd and 10. With time, dumps it off complete across midfield to Waters, able to keep his balance. Comes up just short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1. So the clock will run here. Still 2 timeouts. Duke going to hold on to him. Leonard sidearms it complete. Now the clock will stop to reset the chains. Hagan's on the grab inside the 40-yard line. 54 seconds to go.
Love that quick game. Balls coming out fast. Nice pitch and catch from Leonard to Hagans.
Leonard, everybody covered. So Leonard throws it out of bounds. Talking with Riley Leonard this week, we asked him, who's been a mentor to you? And he was really quick to point out Daniel Jones. former first-round pick of the New York Giants, of course, out of Duke. And Riley says Daniel's been very helpful in terms of helping him deal with now the attention that he's getting, similar to what Daniel Jones got toward the end of his college career, when initially nobody was talking about Daniel Jones. Very similar to Leonard's situation early in their career.
Oh God, I love that he got off social media and he gave that to the deep snapper Charlie Ham to run for him.
Said he was trustworthy.
Pass is caught at the 35-yard line. Robinson down to the 30. So a gain of 9, but he didn't get the first down, so the clock is running, but Duke is going to call a timeout. That will leave the Blue Devils with 1. Should be in field goal range for Todd Polino.
30-second timeout. Would you trust me to run your social media, Dave?
Absolutely. Neither of you two clowns.
I'm trustworthy, I promise.
All right, Saturday night, it is Texas and Alabama Part 2. It was a great game a year ago. Coverage starts 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on ESPN and the app. You got Pat McAfee and his gang highlighting our telecast over on ESPN2. Life after Bryce Young. Just small sample size, but it looked pretty good for Milroe and company on Saturday.
Jalen Milroe looked great, both as a runner, as a thrower. Quinn Ewers looked a little bit off in the opener. Can't wait to see that matchup. Texas is loaded on both sides of the ball, tons of weapons, which sure feels like that's going to be a knockdown drag-out at Tuscaloosa.
How about preparing for Jalen Milroe's legs? Boy, was he electrifying the other night.
He is thick.
Yeah.
Tom, you better wrap up and you better tackle.
Drawing some Jalen Hurts comparisons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's more explosive, though.
I don't know, Hurts looked pretty good going to the Super Bowl last year.
Not bad at all.
All right, 3rd down and 2 at the 31-yard line of Clemson. Duke trying to regain the lead on this drive before halftime. 1 timeout left, 37 seconds to go. And they go empty and a flag down.
False start. Offense, number 81. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
That's on the tight end, Nicky Delmolin. That's the 2nd time this quarter on a 3rd and 2 we've seen a false start penalty. Now you might be out of field goal range. You're back at the 36.
Mistakes, right? I mean, you fumble a punt inside your 20 2 times now in this quarter, as you just referenced. 3rd and short, very manageable. You shoot yourself in the foot. Not the recipe that led Duke to 9 wins a season ago. This is a veteran football team, and last season they were very disciplined. Some undisciplined play here in the first half.
Leonard to throw, in trouble, gets rid of the pass, and it's incomplete. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. in the face of the quarterback, whose dad, Jeremiah Sr., was a terrific player in the pros, went to 4 Pro Bowls. So now it's 4th and 7. We'll see if they go for it or try a long field goal.
Boy, I'll tell you what, TJ Parker continues humming. You mentioned Jeremiah Trotter. It's also the true freshman. I've been really impressed with him, Tom. He's looked great here so far.
He has. He is light on his feet, and his first step is so explosive that he's across the line of scrimmage quickly.
Guys, how about this? Duke electing to go for it. 4th and 7, be about a 53-yard field goal. We mentioned Polino made from 48 and warm-ups 48 last year, but they're going for it. They trust Riley Leonard with the ball in his hands, and he delivers. Complete, first down. Caught by Calhoun. The clock will stop to reset the chains. Let's see if Duke hangs on to that timeout with the ball at the 26.
Wow, the confidence from Mike Elko, Kevin Johns, and their quarterback, Riley Leonard. Big time 4th and 7 conversion.
And they did snap it and spike it, so it's going to be 2nd down. The coaching staff was pleading with Riley Leonard to get up there and spike it on the ready for play to save time. You do waste the down, though. 24 seconds left. Still have that 1 timeout, 2nd and 10.
Big time throw to his favorite target, Jalen Calhoun.
Game clock operating. Please reset the game clock to 22 seconds.
So actually lose a couple seconds there.
Dusty, that ball was thrown the only spot it could have been completed.
Big time throw right there, Tom.
Well, when you got a great player like Riley Leonard, you put it in his hands in those big-time situations when you're trying to win a game like this against the #9 team in the country and continue to build your program. Leonard in trouble, escapes the pocket, and he throws it out of bounds. The clock will stop with 17 seconds remaining, and it will be 3rd down and 10. From here, about a 43 or 44-yard field goal. Play number 12 of this drive coming up.
Some pressure coming off the edge. R.J. Mickens. Riley Leonard smartly floats out to his right, just throws it out of bounds. No one open down the field. No reason to take a chance in a spot like this.
Leonard 12 of 24 for 146 yards passing. Third down at 10. Clemson going to bring pressure. Duke runs the ball, and the ball is fumbled, and it's recovered by Makuba. Jaquez Moore fumbles it. Clemson recovers, and will take over with 10 seconds to go in the half.
Recovered by Clemson.
And Mike Elko, Kevin Johns, they go conservative. They were just going to concede the field goal, get in the middle of the field, align their kicker as they hand the ball to Moore. Looks like Jeremiah Trotter gets that hand in there, punches the ball out. How about Andrew Makuba? Almost scooped and scored that football. It's an excellent job by Jeremiah Trotter Jr., who is all football all the time. And right hand punching that football loose in the second takeaway for this Clemson defense.
What if he doesn't get tripped up?
Oh, Makuba's to the house.
Yep.
He had a fumble recovery earlier that was overturned via replay when it was clear that the Duke player was down. Replay was just checking there to make sure that the ball was out. It clearly was, as you saw live. So 10 seconds to go. Shipley going to run it past the 45-yard line and to midfield, and now Clemson's going to call a timeout. It was clear that Dabo Sweeney told us this week, even though he has a true freshman kicker in Robert Gunn, that he has made a 70-yarder in practice.
Clemson, second and a half, 30-second timeout.
So with 4 seconds left, do you run the kid out there and say, you know what, we've seen you do it in practice? In a live situation, it wasn't like he was just warming up by himself. They had the snap and everything in the defense out there to try to block it. Do you run him out there for what would be a 68-yard try?
Dabo said it's the strongest leg of any kicker they've had at Clemson. We asked him what his range was. He said unlimited. Like, Coach, what do you mean unlimited? He said, well, he's made one from 70 in practice so far. Our guys up in the booth keeping a close eye on Robert Gunn III in the pregame. He hit from 50. We didn't see him hit from 70. We'll see what Coach Sweeney decides to do.
And again, had that first one blocked. It looks like he's going in just based on the reaction of his teammates. Yeah. And at this point, why not? I mean, the percentages of the Hail Mary or the 70-yard field goal are probably equal. You probably don't have enough time to throw anything beyond 5 or 8 yards. So does that really help you to run your offense out there for one more play?
Duke putting 3 guys back.
Yeah. Well, they got the offense on the field. They're not going to try to kick this.
But do they have enough time here for a quick throw to the sideline to maybe get Gunn a little bit closer?
Yes.
Or do you just hoist it downfield if you're Klubnik?
It really just depends on what his range truly is, Dave. You know, I mean,
Clemson does have a timeout. Now, Klubnik going to go for the Hail Mary. And his pass is caught at the 35-yard line by Williams. And not sure what good that all served, but that's the end of that. So all the things that made Duke successful last year, they failed at in this first half. But they're only down 1 to 9th-ranked Clemson, 7-6 at the break. Let's go to Matt Berry in the studio.
Guys, thank you. Time now for the Sling TV halftime report. Dan Mullen, Sam Otto, Matt Berry with you. Labor Day week, and we got here on Thursday. We're here tonight, 5 days of college football. It's a beautiful thing. Maybe not such a beautiful thing. Duke in that 2-minute drill really had an opportunity to string together some points. Coach, what did you see?
Well, they were moving the ball. They had some success, especially the big play. They're getting success with the back, out of the backfield, in the perimeter game. And when you're in that situation, you're backed up. You're going to try to take some conservative calls to see if you break one. As soon as you break one, now we're in full-on attack mode. Riley Leonard did a great job pushing the ball down the field, getting them into field goal range, but it's the mistakes 2 false starts on 3rd and short have put them into 3rd and longer situations. They have 2 turnovers now in the first half. You see right here. And they have not handled the Wes Goodwin Clemson defense, the blitz package on 3rd down that they're coming after them.
That could have easily been a scoop and score.
Right.
They're lucky the momentum fell down. But defensively, though, it's not all. I mean, defensively, Duke's flying around the football.
And it's more than just like we've seen Duke's defense completely shut down Clemson, but it's even when you miss the tackle on Duke, they're flying to the football. You see 3, 4 different white hats all around the ball. They are suffocating this Clemson offense. Not only the quarterbacks play, but also the run game. There is nowhere to go. Even on these short screens, you see how aggressive the corners are. That everyone from the inside, we call it pursuit drill. They're chasing from the inside out. And so once you have a defense like this, it keeps you in every single game.
Is it more Duke defensive dominant? Because I
think one of the things
Klubnik hadn't looked comfortable.
Yeah, he hasn't, but it's that defense flying. And one of the things as a coach, you want to look at the end of the play on the tight frame on film. You count how many guys are on the screen in the clip. And on Duke, they're going to go in and be really happy. There's a lot of blue jerseys around the football every single
And one thing you can't coach is effort. That's one thing. Everyone has the talent, sure, but the effort you can't coach. And that's what you're seeing from this Duke football team.
We're watching there in studio. We see these blue jerseys flying all over the field. Look, not a Picasso, but still a really good first half tight game at halftime at Wallace Wade. Still ahead on this halftime report. It's a showdown of top programs on Saturday. Alabama and Texas. A reunion from last year, which was an all-time classic. That and more still ahead on the Sling TV halftime report.
This halftime report is presented by Sling TV, the college football you love, the live TV you love.
Ask Sherwin-Williams and save big during the endless summer sale. Get 30% off paints and stains with sale prices starting at $31.14. Hurry, it's only September 1st through the 11th. Shop online or at your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store.
Hi, this is Chantrice, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is the richness of the pimento cheese. No, actually, the mild spiciness of the jalapeno peppers. No, it's the crispy chicken. Actually, I can't decide. It's the entire sandwich.
Hey, my name's Liam, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is that it's so creamy. The pimento cheese has the great flavor, but it also lets everything else on the sandwich elevate it. That takes it up to another level. It's the best.
No, actually, the mild spiciness of the jalapeno peppers.
Typical beginner's mistake.
Yes, they all start from the outside.
So, will we help him?
What else? Here, try it with Red Bull.
Red Bull gives you wings.
All right, I'll see you after class. All right, bye. Bye.
How white do you think your teeth really are? Let's try the tissue test. Ugh, still yellow. Obviously, whitening toothpaste can only do so much.
That's because there's toothpaste white and there's Crest 3D White Strips White. Whitening toothpaste only works on the surface, but Crest 3D White Strips safely work below the enamel surface, whitening like a $400 professional treatment.
So much whiter.
The #1 teeth whitening brand in America, Crest. And try Crest whitening emulsions for daily whitening with virtually no sensitivity.
With Scope Squeeze, a 1-liter mouthwash bottle fits in the palm of your hand. Add water, control the squeeze, control the strength. Squeeze twice or even 3 times. And find a zone all your own. New mouthwash concentrate. Scope Squeeze.
Welcome back to the Sling TV Halftime Report.
Matt Barry, Sam Acho, Dan Mullen back with you. We've got a good one on Saturday, Texas at Alabama. And they found a quarterback you get in Alabama, Jalen Milroe.
Yeah, because he can beat you with his legs, and the physicality of how he runs the ball and his explosive playmaking with his legs open up the pass game down the field. It's going to be pretty special. It's a different Alabama offense than Texas faced last year.
No Bama quarterback had ever thrown at least 3 touchdowns and rushed for 2 in a game until Milroe did that in his second career start. But Sacho, Texas also brings a good quarterback into this game.
Well, they have a good quarterback, but also a great play caller in Steve Sarkisian. Quinn Ewers has supreme arm talent, but now with this supreme play calling, you're going to see special sauce. Why does this matter, right? We see 8-man protection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you're going to see 2 people down here, right? Number 1 and number 2. Number 2 matters. Why? Because that's Xavier Worthy, the freshman All-American. He's going to motion over here and run a 44-yard bomb. But why does this 8-man protection matter? Because you're going to see a man by the name of Will Anderson. Remember, the number 2 overall pick, plays for Houston Texans, dominating in the NFL right now, especially in the preseason. But you're going to have 2 guys come and block Will Anderson, get our tackle and get our running back. Why? Because it gives us time to get Xavier Worthy down the field for a 44-yard dot. That's play 1. So you're going to see the similar formation on this next play, but it's going to be a different route. So similar formation, let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to get Will Anderson. We see him again. We're going to get our 2-man route down here, and then we're going to get, instead of a deep route, we're going to get a deep out route. Boom, so we get our 8-man protection. 2-man route. Same formation, but a different route combination. That keeps the defense on their toes. Now, that was last year. Fast forward to this year, last week, same thing. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have our 2 guys at the bottom. We're going to see Xavier Worthy, same person. But now this time, instead of going deep, instead of going out, he's going across the field. Why does it matter? Because our quarterback needs time. T-I-M-E. That's what I want from my QB. You're going to get it from Quinn Ewers right here. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has all day, same formation, different route. Now, give me that. Now, it's a penalty. I don't want that X, but I do love this route concept. So that's what you're going to see from Texas. You're going to see that 8-man protection to get Xavier Worthy down in the end zone.
Should be a good one, Otts. Thank you. Saturday prime time, ESPN, Texas at Oklahoma. Playoff implications on the line. Pat McAfee Show MegaCast. Can't wait for that. More to come still on the Sling TV halftime report.
With Sling TV bringing you the best price for college football on ESPN, you can take your love of the game to the next level, like these guys. The college football you love, the live TV you love.
BK Royal Crispy Wraps. Eat it with the meal or have it as a snack. Only $2.99. It's a hunger hack and it fits in one hand. At BK, have it your way.
Officially, it's a fridge full of beer. Unofficially, it's free AC. Coors Light, the official beer of everything unofficial.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms.
With my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. But just okay isn't okay.
And I was done settling.
If you still have symptoms after a TNF blocker like Humira or Enbrel, Rinvoq is different and may help. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can dramatically relieve RA and PSA symptoms, including fatigue for some. It can stop joint damage, and in PSA, can leave skin clear or almost clear.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Done settling?
Ask your rheumatologist for Rinvoq.
And take back what's yours.
Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Get all your breakfast faves like hash browns for just a few bucks, only on the McDonald's $1, $2, $3 menu.
Duke's new century cries out for a university where the drive to discover is not hemmed by disciplinary logics. Where philosophers work side by side with physicians and physicists. Where nurses find inspiration in narrative theory. Where mechanical engineers team up with marine biologists or musicians. I believe Duke will continue to be that university, together.
Here's a look at the Week 2 slate. Kind of like it. Some good games, including that Texas A&M at Miami. Look forward to watching that. Wisconsin at Washington State, but all eyes, of course, Nebraska at Colorado. I'm being told that one of the cheapest tickets, $380, that's before taxes and fees, to get in to see that game. Can Dion and company go 2-0? I mean, you're wearing their colors in their suit. Yeah, I mean, you obviously think it's doable.
I absolutely think it's doable. It's going to be their home opener. They sold out the spring game. Now you got your home opener coming off a huge win. Shedeur Sanders, 510 yards, 4 touchdowns. It's going to be lights out. I can't wait to watch.
It will be. And you know what? Can Nebraska get over a hump, though? I mean, like, the Big Red Nation's got to feel almost cursed. You turn it on, if it gets down to a really close game, they have got to be scared to death with their record.
Also a good position to be in if you're Matt Rule. Like, look, everybody's talking
attention's
about
it. You saw that game? You saw what Colorado did last week? And they believe now?
But who's being talked about in this game?
All I'm saying
Not
is they
Nebraska.
believe. I believe, man. I believe.
I know you do.
I believe. You believe? You believe? I believe.
I
don't believe.
He don't believe.
I don't not believe.
Yeah.
Look at this.
I believe, man. I was thinking about
this is.
Yo, I was there, man, and
we saw.
I felt like. Before the game, we talked about this off air. You were talking about, man, like his pregame speech, telling the players,
it's amazing.
I believe, all that stuff. And then they went and did it. He said, we're coming. Now they're here. What is Nebraska supposed to do?
I'm going to start doing, like, when we go to commercial break, I'm like, give me my theme music.
Do you have theme music?
I do.
Who is it, Taylor?
You're a Swiftie, aren't you?
Oh, I like
Clemson and Duke, they're locked up in one of those. 7-6 at the half.
When football was introduced, Arby's and boneless wings weren't a thing. Now they are a thing. And eating $5 boneless wings with fries is the most popular sport in America. Arby's, we have the meats.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show 'em who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach!
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
On season 6 of Fansville, it's the last year of college football as we know it.
What's going on?
The road to the playoff is expanding.
To 12 lanes.
Rivalries are crumbling.
Why are you leaving?
TV revenue. You wouldn't understand.
So we're just not rivals anymore?
Tensions are rising.
Where's the flag?
These refs should be criminally investigated. Do something!
Because this season, things are heating up.
What's happening, Sheriff?
It's a transfer portal. It's out of control.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
All right, I'll see you after class. All right, bye. Bye.
So I didn't think I needed Swiffer until I saw how easily it picked up my hair every time I dried it. It only takes a minute. Look at that. The heavy-duty cloths are extra thick for amazing trap and lock, even for his hair. Wow. And for dust, I love my heavy-duty duster. The fluffy fibers trap dust on contact. Up high and all around without having to lift a thing. I'm so hooked. Swiffer, so wow, so worth it.
That purifying clean feeling from a dental tool? Now at home with Oral-B. Because round cleans better. By surrounding each tooth for 100% cleaner teeth and healthier gums. It's a brush so advanced, it knows just what it takes to give you a purifying clean feeling like you just left the dentist. Oral-B. Brush like a pro.
This halftime report is presented by Sling TV, the college football you love, the live TV you love.
Coming up after the game, SVP has you covered. Key moments from tonight, latest on the playoff chase, and the new edition of Bad Beats. By the way, one of the bad beats this weekend, Penn State, West Virginia. If you were on the West Virginia side, close game coming up, second half, give me a key.
key is going to be Riley Leonard using his legs. But on the other side, Clemson, I think, has to score on defense, turn some of those turnovers into touchdowns.
I think Duke's got to erase these mistakes. They have got to be kicking themselves right now. They could have a big lead, getting the ball to start the second half. Going to be interesting. They got to erase the mistakes. But I think Clemson's feeling pretty confident that we've survived. We're going to put on a show.
I'm going to give you a second chance because it's 7-6. Prediction?
I'll stick with my gut. I'm sticking with Clemson, but I love this game.
I got to stick with Clemson.
See,
what about you?
One of you can. Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. Didn't think I had it in me, did you? Will Shipley, if you had the anytime touchdown prop, you hit early. That's the lone touchdown of the game. 7-6. Back to the second half after this.
KFC chicken nuggets? Chicken nuggets? KFC chicken nuggets! Chicken nuggets! KFC chicken nuggets!
Chicken nuggets?
It's dinner time. Get KFC original recipe chicken nuggets. 10 pieces for just $5.
Okay, got it.
Ray Magliozzi here. eBay Motors has 122 million parts. Let's see, you'll need headlights and a bumper. At least you can skip the car wash. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors, let's ride.
Okay, again, this is a status bar, this is a search bar. Let's know the difference, okay? Social media. It can be overwhelming for a young homeowner turning into their parents.
Now, what does it mean to slide into someone's DMs? It sounds like a lot of fun.
Okay, we're not ready for that. As a team, we'll get there. It might be a fruit emoji, but that doesn't mean they're talking about fruit.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
Okay, do you really think we need 47 photos of fun dinner at Pam's?
Yes.
No.
Did we just get hustled? There's no way they were 70. Interesting. It's both an electric and a gas car. Yep. Quite the paradox. So JJ's for lunch?
The first ever Lexus RX plug-in hybrid. Electric for short trips, gas for long. It really is both.
Interesting piece. Let me bring in my expert.
So many scratches.
Those are from my car keys.
Such a rich history. This won't do well at auction, but at AT&T, it's worth a brand new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5.
Wait, really? What about this?
AT&T's deal is back.
Wow.
Everyone gets a free new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5 with a Galaxy phone trade-in. Any year, any condition.
Duke's new century cries out for a university where the drive to discover is not hemmed by disciplinary logics, where philosophers work side by side with physicians and physicists, where nurses find inspiration in narrative theory, where mechanical engineers team up with marine biologists or musicians. I believe Duke will continue to be that university, together.
Welcome back to the Capital One Labor Day kickoff on ESPN. From Durham, North Carolina, Wallace Wade Stadium, you're watching the ACC on ESPN. The 9th-ranked Clemson Tigers trying to start 2023 on a winning note. They have a 7-6 lead over Duke. Dave Pasch, Dusty Dvorak upstairs, Tom Luganville down on the field. You think about what made Duke successful last year with 9 wins. They never turned the ball over. 4 lost fumbles all last year. They had 2 lost fumbles in that first half, yet only down 1.
Yeah, both in the second quarter. Huge miscues by Duke is why Clemson finds themselves in the lead, 7-6. Jalen Calhoun, one of the most trusted players on this roster, muffs that punt, and then right before halftime, in position for a field goal, Waters puts it on the ground. 2 takeaways for this Clemson Tiger team in the first half is the difference. It's an offensive showdown here in Durham early, and it's Duke making the miscues.
A 9-win team a year ago. Clemson, meanwhile, the defending ACC champs. They've won 7 of the last 8. Kate Klubnik in that first half, 14 of 20, but didn't throw the ball down the field really at all. 85 yards and got 18, which was his longest pass play on that last play of the first half. Riley Leonard, 12 of 24 for $146. And a blocked field goal by Duke in the first half. And the Blue Devils will start this drive on their 25-yard line. And let's check in with Tom.
Yeah, Dave, first of all, talking with Coach Mike Elko going off the field at halftime, he really wants to get this ball downfield in the passing game offensively, like we've been talking about in the first half. When I interviewed him prior to the game, he said, we can't make first game mistakes, and that's exactly what they've done. On the Clemson side, got a chance to talk with Dabo. He's very frustrated with how out of sync they are. He said, we've made some plays, we've forced 2 turnovers, but we can't get the ball downfield on offense, and we've missed tackles on critical downs. So a lot of first game miscues from both teams, but very few explosive plays as well.
Well, Dabo hired Garrett Riley for a reason. We'll see if things change for Clemson offensively in the second half. But first, Duke football. Riley Leonard back to throw on first down. Stepping up to run. And again makes the defender miss. Stepping out of bounds after he picks up the first down. He's done that several times tonight. That was Justin Maskell, the defensive lineman, that Leonard was able to shake.
Oh, it's so smart. He wants to go to the back out of the backfield, but it's defended well. Pressure, and no problem for Riley Leonard as he gets out the back door. And an excellent pickup here to start this second half.
Gain of 14 for Leonard. Got 42 rushing yards on the day. Had 13 rushing touchdowns last year. From the 39. Gonna hand it off here. Waters looking for a hole. It's there. Crossing the 45, securing the ball as he gets drilled by Makuba and picks up 11, moving the chains.
Love the patience by Jordan Waters. Counter. He waits for his blocks to set up into the burst through the hole.
Leonard's pass caught over the middle for a handful at the 45-yard line by Jalen Calhoun. So Duke and Clemson territory again. We saw this several times in the opening half. They just couldn't pay it off with touchdowns.
It's zone coverage again, Tom, and these receivers for Duke are so good sitting down, and Riley Leonard's going to find the open target.
Yeah, and that zone coverage, a lot of that's because Clemson wants to keep their eyes forward on the quarterback in case he escapes the pocket.
Waters, and this time he goes nowhere. Maybe a yard on the play. Justin Maskell, R.J. Dickens in there on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down and 3.
3rd down was excellent in the first half for this Clemson defense. Hold Duke just 2 of 8. Here quickly is Duke on the move. Another 3rd and very manageable for this offense.
Saw him go for it on 4th and 7 in the first half. Wonder if they're thinking 4-down territory here if they don't pick this up. On 3rd down and 3. Design run for Leonard, and he's able to break a tackle and get the first down and more. Leonard inside the 20, stiff arms a defender inside the 5 and into the end zone. It's a touchdown. What a play by Riley Leonard. One of the best plays of week 1. 44-yard scamper for a score.
Wow, what a play by Riley Leonard. Barrett Carter's untouched off the edge, can't get him to the ground, lowers the shoulder, watch the speed in the open field as he hits the sidelines, does not step up, tight ropes the sidelines, and takes it to the house. What a start for the second half for Riley Leonard. Wow.
And Nate Wiggins, the corner, had the angle, but Leonard just ran right by him, showing off again that great athletic ability. We just touched on all the rushing touchdowns, all the athletic plays from a year ago. This is the biggest stage he's played on in his career, and he has taken advantage of that. That's the first touchdown for Duke tonight. If it stands, they're looking to see if he stepped out of bounds. Didn't appear live that he did down that near sideline.
That's Barrett Carter. That's one of the best linebackers in America. And he's got Riley Leonard dead to rights in the backfield. And the 6'4", 212-pound quarterback just churns those legs, runs through that arm tackle, and runs to daylight. Let's watch the feet on the sidelines to see if he tight-roped it and stayed in. It's close. It's good there. That's a touchdown, Dave. Great awareness on the sidelines by Riley Leonard.
Riley Leonard grabbing the attention of viewers nationally after that play. giving Duke the lead. We wondered how the Blue Devils would respond. After dominating most of the first half, yet trailing because of the turnovers at intermission. They respond with a big play from Leonard, a 44-yard touchdown run. The point after makes it 13-7 Duke.
We've been talking about Riley Leonard's athleticism all night long. What's he do to open up the second half? Breaks the tackle on the linebacker, and then it's heels to the field as he hits the sidelines. Duke on top here in Durham.
He didn't go to college. I never asked for a raise. He didn't wear fancy shoes. I never took out a mortgage. His friends didn't belong to a country club, and his parents didn't have a will. So he worked hard and invested wisely, not in stocks or bonds, but in others.
You know, Doug, ever since switching to Workday, you've been a real rock star.
Rock star? What do you know about rock stars?
Billy Idol?
I mean, where's the skin-tight leather?
The shoes are leather,
Where's the unnecessary zippers? That thing!
Billy, rock star is just how Doug feels when he uses Workday. Thanks, Rory.
I'll show you rock star.
Be a finance and HR rock star. Workday, for a changing world.
Billy Idol just stole your golf cart.
Get all your faves, like an order of small fries for just a few bucks. Only on the McDonald's $1, $2, $3 menu.
Having health insurance is important. So if anyone in your family has Medicaid or CHIP, listen up. Check the mail for your renewal form. Complete the form. And mail it back right away, so you don't lose your coverage. If you do lose your coverage, visit healthcare.gov to see if you're eligible to enroll in a low-cost, quality health plan. Healthcare.gov.
From big cities to small towns and on main streets across the U.S., you'll find PNC Bank, helping businesses both large and small, communities, and the people who live and work there grow and thrive. We're proud to call these places home, too. They're where we put down roots, and where together we work to help move everyone's financial goals forward. PNC Bank.
Starbucks Double Shot Energy Drink. Focus to do you. What gives you energy?
Football is back. Got your new fantasy team name? Check. Grill? Check. Fancy Grill? Check. Troy and Joe? Check. Bro and Bro? Check. All the emotions? All season long? Check, baby.
Duke football, it's a thing. 9 wins last year. Going toe-to-toe here with the 9th-ranked team in the country. 13-7, the Blue Devils lead Clemson after that incredible play by Riley Leonard. I don't think his mom is going to text him, "You suck," after that play. Touchback will come out to the 25. Leonard's 4th career rush of 40 yards or more.
Bear Carter's going to come off the edge. He's in great position to make this play, but the strength of Riley Leonard runs through the arm tackle, and then he outruns a corner and Nate Wiggins to the edge. We had a chance to meet with his grandfather today in the hotel that we're staying at, and I asked his grandfather, when did you guys know that Riley was a different athlete? And he said specifically when he was 2 years old and he got on a bicycle, he couldn't reach the pedals, so he stood on the seat, used the steering wheel, and was able to ride the bike around. Grandpa said, you know what? That kid's different.
Not a tricycle, a bicycle at age 2. Shipley close to a first down. They go back to the ground game, and he's able to pick up 10. Shipley had a good first half, 65 yards, 11 attempts in that first half, about 6 yards a pop.
Two-back look again here, Tom. I think we're going to see a lot of that in the second half.
And Moffa will get it here. Breaks free into Duke territory. inside the 40. The race is on, and they finally get to him inside the 20-yard line. Jeremiah Lewis saves a touchdown, but a huge gap between the tackles for Maffa.
The interior of that offensive line, the center, Will Putnam, great job getting up to the linebacker. Marcus Tate getting good movement, and the true freshman Colin Sadler, the center and left side of that line, excellent job paving a path for Phil Maffa in a big gain.
49 yards. He'll get another touch here. Looked like maybe the same play right up the gut. And down to the 10-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play. Nice response here by Clemson. Quickly getting the ball inside the opponent's red zone. Just handing it off. Shipley, now Maffa.
Leaning on the interior of that Clemson offensive line. Play action gets set up after this.
Klubnik pulled that back, takes off inside the 5, gets lit up at the 1. It's a first down. It'll be first and goal from inside the 1. Hops to his feet after the sandwich of Lewis and Stinson. Klubnik looks okay.
It's a really good read there by Cade Klubnik. He sold it well, held that ball in the belly of the back for an extra beat, pulled it, and made a nice run.
And now Shipley comes out of his stance, flags down. Looked like the right tackle, Blake Miller, moved as well. Miller, a true sophomore, 19-year-old, started every game last year as a true freshman.
False start. Offense number 78. 5-yard penalty, first down.
They love Blake Miller. Strong, great length, smart. Got some nasty to him, but a mistake there on first and goal.
And the first penalty of the game for Dabo Swinney's team tonight.
Maffa comes off the field there, Dusty, back to 11 personnel. I think going forward, regardless of what happens here on this drive or not, got to do a lot more of this two-back stuff because there's so much play action and pocket movement stuff you can come off of it.
Totally agree with you, Tom.
First and goal from the 6 after the penalty. Klubnik again pulling it and running, and he stumbles and falls. Anthony Nelson, the defensive lineman, transferred from Harvard in his second year at Duke, showing his intelligence there because he did not bite, and Klubnik went to the ground, losing yardage on the play.
He stays square to the line of scrimmage and does an excellent job shuffling out and getting right, meeting Cade Klubnik at the point. Excellent job being disciplined by the defensive end, Anthony Nelson.
Loss of 5 yards. To get back-to-back 5-yard losses, one via penalty, that one via the sack. Second and goal. Klubnik in trouble from the pocket. His pass broken up. Brandon Johnson knocking it away from Antonio Williams. Third and goal coming up from the 11-yard line.
Well, that's fantastic coverage by Brandon Johnson. I love getting a chance to meet with him yesterday. You watch him on film, he just flies around. Excellent coverage on Antonio Williams over the middle of the field. Big third down here for Clemson. Can they answer that Riley Leonard touchdown to start the second half?
Quarterback draw. Klubnik inside the 10. Stepped up at the 5-yard line. Jalen Stinson there first. Will Dabo Swinney keep the offense on the field?
He's kicking it.
Nope, here comes the field goal team. He thought about it for a second, then ran the kicker out there.
Last thing you want to do with one of your best offensive drives of the night is not come away with points. I agree with the decision to kick the ball here. That was an excellent job by Jalen Stinson. Tom, he's been flying around tonight. 2 from the safety position. Keep your eyes on him. He's all over the field.
They are, and they will hit you, too.
23-yard field goal try. 41-yard attempt. And the first half was blocked. His first career attempt. And this one's no good. Missed it wide to the left. That one may have been tipped as well at the line of scrimmage. Let's see if it was blocked or just yanked by true freshman Robert Gunn, who's 0 for 2, replacing the reliable B.T. Potter as the Clemson kicker. And it remains 13-7 Duke.
When moderate to severe ulcerative colitis takes you off course, put it in check with Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
When I wanted to see results fast, Rinvoq delivered rapid symptom relief and helped leave bathroom urgency behind. Check.
When UC tried to slow me down, I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
And when UC caused damage, Rinvoq came through by visibly repairing my colon lining. Check. Rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission.
And a chance to visibly repair the colon lining. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Put UC in check and keep it there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
When you buy 10 tickets on Vivid Seats, you get the 11th ticket free. I wonder what my 11th will be.
Hey! You're trash!
Living rent-free in a hockey player's head?
Or maybe just make some noise!
What's your 11th?
Whee! Where'd Arby's Buffalo Boneless Wings go? Whee! Hot Honey Barbecue, too. Whee! Oh, there they are, with fries for $5. Arby's, we have the meats.
We're kicking off game day with a Twisted Tea drop. We're surprising real Twisted Tea fans who love the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Real brew tea with 5% alcohol. Keep it twisted.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show 'em who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach!
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
With the Pizza Hut Big Dinner Box, however you want a dinner, we got you covered. Big time. The Big Dinner Box. 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and wings or pasta.
Oh, hello.
Hard to tell if Al Blades got a piece of this. You could tell it was definitely yanked left, and I'm not sure Blades touched it. It looked like it actually went under his arm. And 0 for 2 now for the true freshman, Robert Gunn. You wonder about Dabo Sweeney's confidence right now in his kicker. Maybe in general with his football team trailing 13-7. Duke gets the ball back from its 20-yard line. Leonard back to throw on first down. Climbs the pocket. Tries to dump it off. Calhoun dropped it. He had a big mistake in the first half, muffing a punt that led to the only Clemson touchdown.
Uncharacteristic of Jalen Calhoun. Excellent job by Leonard stepping up in the pocket. Calhoun's open. Looked like he was anticipating contact there. Kind of backed off the ball. Some gator arms there. Go out and pluck that ball out of the air and get up the field. Another miscue there of the 5th-year senior.
Greenville, South Carolina, normally very reliable, as you said. 62 catches last year, over 200 in his career. Leonard finds more, and good open field tackle that time by Parker. Boy, TJ Parker, we came in hyping Peter Woods for good reason, but man, we're seeing Parker, whether it's rushing the passer out in space, making a tackle.
Exactly, man. All over the field. Excellent job by the true freshman. Effort to the football is a great equalizer, and we'll see in this true freshman play with his hair on fire.
So 3rd down and 7 now after the 3-yard gain. Had the drop on first down. Leonard back to throw. Leonard's pass incomplete. Going for Calhoun. Had Makuba in coverage. And so 3 and out for Duke after the missed field goal by Clemson.
Big stop by this Clemson defense. Get back together after giving up the big explosive run to Riley Leonard to start this second half. Come out in a quick 3 and out. Get the football back in Cade Klubnik in this offense's hand.
Porter Wilson on to boot it deep to Antonio Williams, who made a mistake in the first half, fielding a punt inside the 10, and heard about it from Dabo Sweeney. Cost him serious field position. Good boot here, a lot of hang time. Maybe even cut through the humidity. About 85 degrees right now in Durham.
Question: what should you do once this ad is over? Answer: ESPN Fantasy Football.
Hello, welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order, please?
ご注文はお決まりですか?
Quarter pounder with cheese.
Royale with cheese.
I haven't had a Big Mac in a long time.
How many Filet-O-Fishes did you eat? That's over several months, Ryan.
In Puerto Rico, a McFlurry, it's called a Señor Flurry.
2 golden menus.
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
McDonald's. They're McDonald's. I'm McDonald's.
Are you gonna order something?
Ego, the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power, brings you the Ego Power Plus blower. Reaching an incredible 765 CFM, it's more powerful than gas. And at speeds of up to 200 miles per hour, it's the industry's most powerful blower. Featuring Ego's patented 56-volt arc lithium battery technology, it runs up to 90 minutes on a single charge. Plus, the same battery powers all Ego tools, exclusively at Lowe's, Ace, and Ego authorized dealers.
There you go! That's what I'm talking about!
Is this your plan to watch the game today? Yeah, I have to watch my neighbor's NFL Sunday ticket.
It's not your best plan, but you know what it is? My plan from Verizon. Switch now and they'll give you NFL Sunday ticket from YouTube TV on them.
This plan is amazing.
Another amazing plan? Backing away from here very slowly.
Oh, Josh Allen.
Football season is here. Get NFL Sunday ticket from YouTube TV on us, a $449 value. Plus, get a free Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5, only on Verizon.
Your Wyndham is waiting. When bucket lists need checking, points need redeeming, work trips need crushing, or anniversaries need celebrating? No matter who you are, where you're going, or why. With 24 trusted brands by Wyndham to choose from, your Wyndham is waiting. Get the lowest price at wyndhamhotels.com.
You know that feeling of having to rewash dishes that didn't get cleaned? I don't. New Cascade Platinum Plus has me doing dishes differently.
Scrub, soak, nope. I just scrape, load, and I'm done.
Only Platinum Plus is bigger, with double the Dawn grease fighting power and double the scrubbing power for a no rewash clean and a cabinet-ready shine.
Rewash? Not in my house.
Upgrade to new Cascade Platinum Plus. Dare to dish differently.
I used to wait to run my dishwasher till it was super full. Now, I dish differently. I run it daily. Weekdays. Weekends. Sometimes after a big snack. You might think that's wasteful, but it's not. Because even half loads use 80% less water than hand washing, saving up to $130 a year on utilities. And with Cascade Platinum Plus, you just scrape, load, done. So next time you're waiting to run it, just run it. Dare to dish differently.
Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear, celebrating the challenge of road games everywhere. Are you ready for the road? Goodyear, more driven. Dave Pasch, Dusty Dvorak, Tom Luganbill in Durham. Mike Elko won 9 games last year, ACC Coach of the Year. The program has 28 consecutive losses against top 10 teams. Last win in '89 against Clemson. They've never beaten a ranked team in a season opener. 0-13. They got Clemson on the ropes here midway through the third. And Klubnik throws it on first down to Collins. Only the second time we've called his name. And he gets good yardage there on first down, picking up 7.
A cushion on the outside, easy throw for Cade Klubnik. I'd like to see him get into a rhythm here, Tom.
Yeah, and I like the fact they moved the launch point. Give him a confidence throw. Now let's see if they can get him another one.
Second down and 3. In trouble. Pressure backside, but Klubnik escapes and slides. He began his slide at the 39, but that was still enough to move the chain. So a first down gain of 4 for Cade Klubnik. True sophomore. Made 1 start all of last year. That was in the bowl game. He came in relief of DJ Uyunglele and won the ACC championship game and won the MVP award, which is basically unheard of. Hands it off to Shipley here on first down to gain 9. Now it's Klubnik's team. And you have to wonder, it's his first ever regular season start, first road start. It's different when you're the guy as opposed to coming off the bench. You wonder if he's just starting to settle in a little bit. Talked about the rhythm. He's starting to find it. Adam Randall on the catch and a first down into Duke territory to the 44.
Couple easy throws to get Cade Klubnik going. Also a nice run. One thing we've noticed these first 2 possessions in the second half, they are really running the ball in the middle, right between the guards at the center. Leaning on Marcus Tate, Will Putnam, Walker Parks, and having a lot of success here early on in the second half.
Much more of a downhill approach.
From the Duke 44. to the 28-yard line, a 16-yard run as Shipley is right at the 100-yard mark now.
Center guard. On cue, Will Putnam, excellent job position blocking that nose. Right guard Will Park kicks it out. Another big gaping hole right in the interior of that offensive line for Will Shipley in this rushing attack.
We have an injured Duke player, can't see the number, but Shipley now 14 carries, 100 yards. He has a receiving touchdown on the day. Clemson is inside the Duke 30-yard line. Looks like number 2 Jalen Stinson, starting safety for Duke, shaken up. Saturday, the ACC football lineup has Wake Forest hosting Vanderbilt at 11 a.m. Eastern, followed by number 8 Florida State against Southern Miss. Every game also available on the ESPN app. You can watch it anywhere. Boy, Florida State, terrific performance last night, especially in the second half to beat LSU. Be interesting to see where they jump in the polls this week. They were number 8 coming in this week.
They're top 5, top 4 team to me. I'd be fine putting them all the way up at 3 in the next polls as we see the entire slate on ACC Network. What a week 1 it was. Coach Prime. Wow. Shedeur Sanders, school record passing yards. Travis Hunter was sensational, both on offense and defense. He might be one of the best players in all of America. Pac-12 and their swan song, 13-0, ladies and gentlemen. And it's been quite the weekend for the ACC. It was Drake May and the North Carolina pass rush, 9 sacks. They were abysmal last year. Great job by Gene Chizik. And then, as you mentioned, Florida State, how about 31 points in that second half? That offense, woo, they're explosive.
First down for Clemson on the Duke 28, looking to regain the lead here. 6:15 to play. Klubnik has a wide open man. Tyler Brown, the true freshman, on the catch. Inside the 10, it'll be first and goal after a gain of 21.
This coaching staff raved about Tyler Brown, the true freshman. You see exactly why. Working from the slot, going all the way across the field on an over route. Nobody accounts for him, and a good find for Kate Klubnik.
Actually, it looked like Terry Moore, the defender. He was in there replacing the injured Jalen Stinson. He was the guy that they targeted there. First and goal on the 7-yard line. The ball's on the ground. Duke tried to pick it up. I think the Blue Devils got it anyway. They tried to pick it up and run with it, and now a fight for it under the pile. Trey Freeman tried to scoop and score after the failed exchange between Klubnik and Shipley, and it looks like Duke has the ball. They do. Blue Devil football, they get a takeaway.
Recovered by Duke. They lived on fumble recoveries a year ago, 16 to lead all of college football.
Jeremiah Lewis, who's been all over the field, started his career at Duke, transferred to Northwestern, back to Duke, and making plays when they absolutely needed to have one.
And that one might be on Kate Klubnik. That's the quarterback, running back exchange. Klubnik tried to pull it. Shipley stayed on it. Ball's on the ground. And what a mistake by this Clemson offense. Miscommunication there, Tom, right there at the mesh.
Big time, and sometimes in those situations, particularly in the red area, you have to commit to one another, because if you don't, that's exactly what happens.
So Duke takes over on its 10-yard line, getting its first takeaway. Leonard's pass incomplete. Boy, he was looking to the sideline to Calhoun and threw it more towards the middle of the field to Higgins, who could not come up with it second down.
High and outside from Riley Leonard.
I think Higgins was surprised by it like you were, Dave, because he saw Leonard looking out to the sideline, and then the ball comes at him quick.
No-look pass.
Yeah.
Basketball. You know that from your NBA work, huh?
Leonard now 14 of 29, 157 through the air. Second and 10. And Duke's going to run it. Moore stumbles. That initial ankle tackle attempt from Justin Maskell was enough to get him to the ground. He still is able to pick up 8 yards. Third down and 2. 5 minutes to play, third quarter. Duke leading by 6.
It's one of the bigger holes we've seen this Duke offensive line open up. Nice job hitting it downhill by Jaquez Moore. A quarterback run game. Very strong possibility here from Riley Leonard.
That's a good call. He's got 6 carries, 86 yards, had the 44-yard touchdown run, and he's big and strong. He can run it for 2, but he's going to throw it here to try to get 2 yards. And hesitated, and the pass knocked away. He was going for his tight end, Del Mullen. R.J. Mickens with 3 picks a year ago with the pass breakup, forcing a Duke punt.
It's a big-time stop by this Clemson defense. Excellent coverage on the tight end by R.J. Mickens. Riley Leonard was trying to buy time, stepping up in the pocket, defender in his face. Great coverage down the field from Clemson after the fumble. Defense steps up, gets the offense the ball right back.
Porter Wilson again booting it deep to Antonio Williams. That's off the side of his foot, but it stays in bounds and kicks in Duke's favor towards the 40-yard line. So it ends up being a 42-yard punt. Clemson with decent starting field position at its 40-yard line. What a lineup we have for you this coming weekend and Monday on ESPN. Got the U.S. Open women's final Saturday afternoon, Saturday night. Great college football game between 2 blue chip programs, Alabama, Texas. Then the U.S. Open men's final Sunday afternoon, followed by Aaron Rodgers' New York Jets debut. Jets Bills Monday night, ESPN ABC.
You buying the Jets hype?
Hard not to, right? With that defense from a year ago, you had one of the best quarterbacks of the last 20 years.
Alvin Cook in the backfield. Well, it's going to be a fun year, especially in that AFC East.
Klubnik dumping it off, and Shipley lost his footing, so a negative play to start the drive. Loss of 2. Trey Freeman was in the backfield for Duke in the face of the quarterback that time.
And Jalen Stinson back on the field.
Offside. Defense, number 19. 5-yard penalty, first down.
I didn't even see the flag, but offside, so it's a mistake by Duke, giving Clemson a free 5 yards. Now Clemson, as Florida State, in just 3 weeks, less than 3 weeks actually, Clemson's won 7 in a row. In that series, they have Notre Dame, North Carolina. They have to go to South Carolina at the end of the year. Trying to avoid an 0-1 start to what many thought would be a college football playoff appearance. Still could be, even if they lose this game, as Shipley is out to the 49-yard line. But the offensive explosion that Clemson fans were hoping for, with the addition of Garrett Riley and the insertion of Cade Klubnik, with DJ Uiagalelei now in Oregon, at Oregon State, it hasn't happened in this game. It may at some point, and you got to credit Duke's defense, but we have seen very few explosive plays.
They started to run the football much more effectively, but to your point, we have not seen the quarterback-friendly offense.
Klubnik's pass caught for a first down by Bo Collins, wrestled down at the 41. They're moving the ball, though, here in the third quarter. They just couldn't punch it in that last drive. We'll see what happens here.
Back-to-back, right? They missed the chip shot field goal earlier in the drive. They put it on the ground. On the move again here for the 3rd time in the second half.
We talked about Bo Collins, an important player, big target 2 years ago, 31 catches, 22 last year, missed 4 games with an injured shoulder, had a foot injury 2 years ago. Can he stay healthy and be an impact player in this offense? Klubnik back to throw, trying to set up a screen, and he's going to throw it away here, getting outside the tackle box, being chased by Peebles. 2nd down.
Really well defended there by this Duke defense. Read it the whole way, nowhere to go. They wanted to get to Shipley. As well defended by this Duke defense, forcing Cade Klubnik
to throw it out of bounds.
So they go back to that 2-back set with Shipley and Maffa for 2nd down and 10. Clemson ranked 9th in the country. Shipley on the catch out of the backfield inside the 35-yard line. Close to a first down. They say he stepped out, though, before that contact at the 30, so he's going to be short. But back in 2015, Clemson was ranked 12th. This number 9 preseason ranking is their worst since then. That year they went to the national title game. But obviously need, if you're a Clemson fan, to see a lot more out of this offense if we're even talking about college football playoff for Clemson this year. Got Dominic Thomas in there. Really haven't seen him much at running back. He's in there now for 3rd down and 1. They give it to Maffa, and he gets the first down at 2:30, able to muscle his way past the line to gain.
Good physical run off the right side. Goes up top a little bit. 230+ pounds coming right at you. Nice job moving the chains. We've seen this really this entire second half. Clemson offensively has come to life, but no points on the board yet.
Inside 2 minutes to go. Another run play. Again, the leg strength of Maffa driving forward to the 27 for 4 yards. Nick Morris made the tackle, a high school teammate of Cade Klubnik, the Clemson quarterback in Austin. No divisions anymore in the ACC. Top 2 teams in terms of winning percentage will meet in the ACC title game. Duke was close to getting there last year when they had the divisional setup. Clemson, of course, won the championship, beating North Carolina, with Klubnik coming in relief. Ubuiungalale to win championship game MVP. Trying to lead Clemson to victory here and retake the lead late in the third. On 2nd and 6, he'll throw it. Long passes through the hands of Collins. Chandler Rivers went low, trying to cut down the target. It's 3rd down.
Pass a touch high, but you want to see Bo Collins at 6'3" be able to go up and come down with that catch. A missed opportunity from a Clemson wide receiver. Wasn't a perfect pass from Cade Klubnik, but definitely a catchable ball.
Based on where they are on the field and what we've seen from their offense, is this a run play?
It very well could be. This could be 4-down territory. I don't know how much trust we have. Freshman kicker.
Klubnik will throw it. Long pass. Caught at the 15. Collins can't get away from Rivers, but he's able to get 12 yards and move the chains. That was a great throw that time by Klubnik.
Dial up the pressure. Cade Klubnik stands strong. And one of his better throws of the night. On time, on target to Bo Collins.
Now back to the ground attack. Maffa able to break one tackle and get down to the 9-yard line. Gain of 6. Every time they run it, they're getting 5-6 yards a pop on 1st down.
Outside. Defense, number 7. 5-yard penalty. First down.
I mean, we're looking everywhere, and there's no yellow on the field, so I'm not sure where that flag is, but that's the 2nd time we've been looking. It's actually right on the near sideline we're looking at, and see it right in front of the Duke bench, but no one else can see it. So a free 5 yards there. Puts the ball at the 10. 1st and 5 for the Tigers. Inside 10 seconds to go here. They do have to snap it before the end of the quarter. Klubnik in trouble. Getting out of there. Inside the 10. Runs out of bounds. Looks like he's short. It'll be 2nd and 1 when we start the 4th quarter. The 9th ranked team in the country heads to the 4th, trailing by 6.
This season, we have more pressure than I ever would have imagined. If we do not get promoted, we are in trouble.
This year is the year.
Yeah, you can just feel now there's stakes here.
We're all in physically, all in financially, and all in emotionally.
Burden isn't just that promotion. It's not ever letting down this community.
FX's Welcome to Wrexham premieres September 12th on FX. Stream on Hulu.
BK Royal Crispy Wraps. Eat it with the meal or have it as a snack. Only $2.99. It's a hunger hack and it fits in one hand. At BK, have it your way.
Let me be direct. You're watching football wrong. What do you call a guy in face paint that can't get the game? A clown.
Sorry, what app was it again? No, just give me a second.
Amateurs.
Oh! Sorry, everybody.
DirecTV Sports Central gives you access to every game. So you never have to compromise on game day.
Was that necessary?
I was just illustrating a point.
Access NFL Sunday Ticket on us. Get a $400 reward card.
Okay.
Who said you can't teach an old dog new tricks?
since I was really young, whether it was basketball, football, track. I've always been one of the most athletic ones on my team, so I had a lot of faith in myself. But in my second year in the league, having drops and things like that can mess with a young kid's confidence. I realized natural talent is not enough. It's always work ethic. Once I really understood that, I never looked back.
Your first home sees a lot of firsts. From first loves to first steps. Sure, it can be a handful at times, keeping you up at night.
Come on now.
But with help from the Home Depot, you'll find the confidence to create the first place you call your own. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Flex left, flex right, and double flex. Find your inner flex with Duluth Double Flex Ballroom Denim. Only at Duluth Trading.
AI has the power to generate solutions, but if it's using unverified data, it could generate problems. Your business doesn't just need AI, it needs the right AI for your business. Introducing Watson X, a platform designed to multiply output by tailoring AI to your needs. When you Watson X your business, you can train, tune, and deploy AI, all with your trusted data. Let's create the right AI for your business with Watson X. IBM, let's create.
UFC 293. Fight on ESPNplus.com/PPV.
Well, Coach controlled most of the third quarter, scored some points there, but something was different about these last two drives. Assess what you've seen.
Yeah, I think they're starting to lean on us a little bit. We got to do a little bit better job of controlling the line of scrimmage, and I think we got to do a little bit better job of putting some drives together on offense.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Well, he's right, Luke. They ran for 116 yards in that third quarter alone after 82 in the first half, and they ran 15 plays in Duke territory in that third quarter. That's more plays than Duke ran as a team, period, anywhere on the field in that quarter.
Lean on that run game.
They will with the big back. Maffa down to the one, dives for the end zone. They're going to mark him down just short, but it will be first and goal for Clemson. Looking to tie the game here.
Physicality up front. Sage Ennis, more of a blocking tight end, doing a nice job on that left side, helping pave a path for Phil Maffa.
Maffa again fumbles the ball, and it's picked up by Stinson at the 20. Stinson being chased by Klubnik in midfield. Klubnik tracks him down and maybe saves a touchdown. But what a fortunate bounce with Stinson scooping it up and rolling it back some 70 yards.
Rolling on the field is a fumble recovered by Duke.
Mistakes, miscues for Clemson here in the second half. 2 fumbles lost inside the red zone and a missed shot. 93 knocking his way through Anthony Nelson, and it's Stinson who went out earlier with an injury, scooping it. I love the effort from the quarterback, Cade Klubnik, just to get him down and give his defense a chance. And boy, the head coach, Sweeney, does not like what he's seeing here to start this fourth quarter.
It'll be first down for Duke at the Clemson 33 with a chance to go up 2 scores when it looked like maybe they would be trailing, with Clemson first and goal from inside the 1, turning it over again deep in Duke territory. Every play is being reviewed, so they're looking to make sure they have the spot right, because he stepped out of bounds. That's where they marked it, and they were just confirming that first down at the 33-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Jordan Waters for 4 yards down to the 29.
Here's the fumble. 93, Anthony Nelson. Watch him get in there. Helmet on the football. Ball pops out. And it's an excellent job by Jalen Stinson, scooping it and putting Duke in prime real estate to take a 2-score lead.
You're right about Cade Klubnik. No, man, what an effort.
Save the touchdown, at least for now. 2nd down and 6. Penalty marker down. Movement. One of the receivers, Jordan Moore, appeared to jump.
False start. Offense, number 8. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
It's amazing when you think Duke football last year was one of the most disciplined teams. Didn't penalize themselves, didn't make mental mistakes. We talked about barely any takeaways, 4 lost fumbles all year. They're making all those mistakes in this game. Yet somehow they're winning. Because the number 19.
Because Clemson's missed 2 field goals, and now they've turned it over themselves inside the red zone twice.
2nd down and 11 after the 5-yard penalty. Leonard to throw. Pressure in his face, setting up a screen over to Waters. He's got blockers inside the 25. Got a first down to the 22-yard line. A gain of 12 on 2nd down and 11.
Boyce is so timely. Great sell there by Leonard. He just backpedals, sets up the screen. Big Mo McIntyre out in front, getting on Mickens. And a big first down for this Duke offense. Love the play call by Kevin Johns. You had a Clemson defense, ears pinned back, coming after Riley Leonard, and he sold it perfectly and executed to perfection.
Riley Leonard, who Mel Kiper has on his big board as the number 3 quarterback and number 20 overall. Making a big statement tonight. Going to run it here on 1st down. Waters dragged down at the 21 by Tyler Davis, so a short gain, maybe 1. 12 and a half minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. All 4 of Duke's losses last year were by 1 score. In fact, they didn't lose a game by double digits last year for the first time since 1953. But they're doing better than that here to start this game. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter over Clemson and looking to add to it here. Second and 8 from the 20. They go empty set for Leonard. Leonard zips it complete. Calhoun on the catch. He'll be short of a first down by about 2 yards. Nate Wiggins with the tackle. 3rd down coming up.
Tight window throw. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. barreling down on Jalen Calhoun. Good velocity on that short intermediate throw. And that's really where Riley Leonard thrives as a passer, Davis. We were watching the film from last year. Those intermediate throws, boy, he is surgical.
Accurate, timely. Biggest 3rd down defensively for Clemson tonight. Duke 3 of 11 on 3rd down in this game. 3rd and a long 1. They're going to run it. And spinning away is Moore to get the first down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal for Duke. Jaquez Moore, who last year only got a handful of carries per game. Keeps the clock moving, and now 1st and goal.
Excellent spin move in the hole. And you know, Clemson at times tonight, we've seen them miss some tackles that we're accustomed to Clemson defenses making. Excellent job of running there by Jaquez Moore.
Another run play. Moore trying to get the edge. He's inside the 5. Turns it upfield into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
Run. Keep an eye at the bottom of your screen. 8 Jordan Moore does a very good job getting just enough to allow Jaquez Moore to get to the perimeter. Duke going to go for 2 here to try to make this a 14-point game.
Either way, it's a 2-possession game, but looking to go up 21-7, 10 and a half to go. Clemson going to score from 1 yard out. Instead, it's a 14-point swing with Duke, or at least for now a 12-point swing with Duke getting the touchdown. Waters shifting into the backfield, pass play. Leonard, end zone, it's caught, 2 points. Calhoun is in, 21-7 Devils.
tonight, and they cap it off with a big touchdown. It's all Devils in Durham.
Panera's You Pick Two means when part of you wants crispy, crunchy, fresh, and part of you wants melty, smoky, peppery. Both U's win big. You pick two and get more. Only at Panera. $1 delivery fee on our app.
Ray Magliozzi here. When you need parts, eBay Motors ensures a guaranteed fit. Hey, Dave.
Yep. Wait.
How are those new wipers?
They're small.
Just go to eBay Motors, where the check means a guaranteed fit. Let's ride.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach! Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Ask Sherwin-Williams and save big during the Endless Summer Sale. Get 30% off paints and stains with sale prices starting at $31.14. Hurry, it's only September 1st through the 11th. Shop online or at your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store.
Starbucks Double Shot Energy Drink. Focus to do you. What gives you energy?
When football was introduced, Arby's and boneless wings weren't a thing. Now they are a thing. And eating $5 boneless wings with fries is the most popular sport in America. Arby's, we have the meats.
With college football on ESPN+, you get the best teams and the biggest conferences, and so much college football action from across the country. So sign up now at ESPNplus.com.
I used to wait to run my dishwasher till it was super full. Now, I dish differently. I run it daily. Weekdays. Weekends. Sometimes after a big snack. You might think that's wasteful, but it's not. Because even half loads use 80% less water than hand washing, saving up to $130 a year on utilities. And with Cascade Platinum Plus, you just scrape, load, done. So next time you're waiting to run it, just run it. Dare to dish differently.
Did you know most dish soaps don't remove all the grease, even with scrubbing?
Not mine. These are clean.
How about we take a closer look?
What? I just cleaned them.
Switch to Dawn Platinum. It powers through and removes 99% of grease and food residue, including stubborn, invisible grease other dish soaps can leave behind.
Now that's clean.
That's why only Dawn is trusted to save wildlife affected by oil. Dawn Platinum cleans to the squeak.
Look what's happening in Durham. The Duke Blue Devils lead number 9 Clemson 21-7 in one of the biggest home games in recent history, given what Duke did last year with 9 wins and what Clemson has done historically. But tonight for the Tigers, it's been about their mistakes, especially in the second half.
Blocked field goal in the first quarter, a shanked field goal, putting it on the ground. Quarterback, running back exchange. That one forced by Anthony Nelson, but miscue after miscue here for the Clemson Tigers, especially in the second half. About to find out a lot right here about Cade Klubnik. Had a lot of success running the football, but you have to start to abandon that run game and put the ball in your quarterback's hands.
Klubnik will throw. Got a receiver, and Shipley makes a nice move. Picks up a first down and then out of bounds. Keep in mind, with the new clock rules, that could impact a team down 2 scores trying to come back, lose probably 3 or 4 plays per half. With a running clock after first downs, it used to stop to reset the chains. But as you see the clock running after that first down, once we hit 2 minutes, then the clock will stop on first down.
And Dave, where that benefits you is if you're Duke, when you're back on offense, if you can run it, that hurts Clemson.
Klubnik from the pocket, and the pass is juggled and incomplete. Adam Randall could not come up with it. Trey Freeman was right there to greet him on contact. So it'll be second down and 10. Klubnik hit the deck again as well.
I feel like Adam Randall, he had a chance to reach out that ball a little bit out in front of him, but he felt Brandon Johnson coming, closing quickly, unable to make the catch.
Gonna run it. Shipley able to break a tackle across the 40, near a first down at the 45-yard line. Big series here for Duke's defense, led by Tyler Santucci, their first-year defensive coordinator. He's one of the youngest coordinators in the country. Was at A&M last year. Worked with Mike Elko at several places. For his first job interview at Wake Forest, he showed up in a three-piece suit and got into a three-point stance. Mike Elko said, "We got to hire this guy." And Santucci has risen up the ranks to D coordinator. They couldn't come up with a stop there. First down pickup for Shipley, but the Duke defense has been as big of a story as Riley Leonard has on the other side.
No question. That's my kind of coach, too, by the way. A coach that's not afraid to get down a three-point stance and a three-piece suit.
You're doing it in the booth.
Well, don't tell anybody.
But a two-piece suit. A little different. Klubnik moving around the pocket, nearly threw another pick. Trey Freeman had a shot at it. There have been a couple of those where Duke's had a chance to intercept. Klubnik could not. Second down.
An excellent job by Trey Freeman. He's going to read the eyes of the quarterback, get right in the throwing lane, and almost picked his pass off just off his fingertips. As Kate Klubnik, fortunate not to throw a pick. Trey Freeman, as you mentioned, partner, man, he's been outstanding and all over the field here tonight.
First regular season start for the 19-year-old Klubnik. Trying to bring Clemson back. Shipley out of the backfield, short gain, just a couple. So third down and long coming up. Clemson in 4-down territory now. Inside 9 minutes to play. Shipley, 17 carries, 5 catches. He's going to come to the sideline here, though, on one of the biggest plays of the night for the Tigers.
And Duke doing a nice job rotating defensive linemen and complete line change. Fresh bodies here to rush the passer on third down.
Have to get to the 44 of Duke with the clock moving 8.5. Pressure off the edge. Klubnik. A drop right at the line to gain by Antonio Williams. That's a second drop we've seen by Clemson receiver this half. Brandon Johnson in coverage. Fourth down, the Tigers will go for it.
That ball's got to be caught. Antonio Williams, the best receiver on this team, hits him in the hands. The coverage is good. The hand was there. But you got to be able to come down with that catch in a moment like this.
This may be the game right here. You got fourth down. If Duke takes over, they might be able to run 4 or 5 minutes off the clock.
Got to have it.
Dusty, there's been no separation either. Antonio Williams didn't separate from the Duke defender.
They have to get to the 44-yard line of Duke. Fourth down and 7. Duke's going to rush 4. Klubnik steps up. He's going to run for it, crossing midfield, slides. It's going to be close. He got hit, too, as he slid, and here comes a flag. Where he started his slide, he may not have had the first down, but because of the obvious penalty, the hit on the sliding quarterback, it will give Clemson not only a first down, but 15 more yards. That was Cam Dillon of Duke, who hit Klubnik while he was going down.
You got to find a way to lay off. That is tough on Cam Dillon. I mean, he's running full speed trying to get there. Quarterback slides.
Might be targeting,
but
too.
You've got to stay off, man. You've got to find a way to jump over that. As soon as he goes in that sliding motion, jump over him, hurdle him, do whatever you have to do to not contact him.
The ruling is the runner was short of the line of the game. After the play, personal foul, targeting, defense, number 35. The ball will be turned over on downs. It'll be Duke's ball, 1st and 10. The previous play is under further review.
So they're saying that the unsportsmanlike...
Late hit with targeting. Is that no targeting? Correction, it's personal foul, late hit with targeting. The previous play is under further review.
Back in a moment, ruling on the field was Klubnik was short, started to slide short.
Bravo! For buying a treadmill? You use the Quicksilver card from Capital One. It's simple, with no annual fee and unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase everywhere. That makes you the hero of every purchase. Yeah. And heroes don't take the stairs.
Is this a parachute?
What's in your wallet?
Get all your breakfast faves like hash browns for just a few bucks, only on the McDonald's $1, $2, $3 menu.
Bro said, man, this goat done took over our office.
And he's using it to send out medical bills. Good hands.
Hospital bill for Prime. Did you just say Gap?
He's talking about expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
Good thing Coach Prime knows about. Say it one time. Aflac. Because Aflac gets you money to help close that gap.
Now, how do we get this goat out of here?
Aflac. Meet one of my new homies.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Aflac is an official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
Elephant would have been scarier.
I used to watch the Heisman House every year on TV. And I'd always wonder, is it real? It's very real.
Take a little bit more up the top.
Now that I've been here a while, it's a lot like campus. We have roommates.
Hey, Caleb, just try and keep it down. It's nap time.
Of course, there's a gym.
10. All right, people, here we go. Looking good, RG3. No, you're looking good, RG3.
Yeah, so it's a lot
We need
like...
the room, rookie. We're doing a ticky-tock.
Pound. Just like campus.
Wait.
There you go! That's what I'm talking about! Is this your plan to watch the game today?
Yeah, I have to watch my neighbor's NFL Sunday ticket.
It's not your best plan. But you know what it is? My plan from Verizon. Switch now and they'll give you NFL Sunday ticket from YouTube TV on them.
This plan is amazing.
Another amazing plan? Backing away from here very slowly.
Oh, Josh Allen.
Football season is here. Get NFL Sunday ticket from YouTube TV on us, a $449 value. Plus, get a free Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5, only on Verizon.
KFC's $20 fill-up box.
Alexa, play Kentucky Fried Chicken Night.
Make it a chicken night with KFC's $20 fill-up box.
The Capital One Labor Day Kickoff on ESPN is brought to you by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
So, welcome back, 21-7 the score. Cade Klubnik, the quarterback, it's where he starts his slide that he's considered down. He starts his slide short of the line to gain. They rule that the penalty, as the ball was short when he began his slide, it's where the ball is when he begins his slide. He's short of the line to gain. They ruled that the penalty was a dead ball penalty for targeting, confirmed by replay, so Dillon's out of the game, but it's Duke ball. And we were a little confused during the break because a lot of times when you see a player slide, a quarterback slide, if there's a hit, it's usually part of the play, but they're saying that was after the play because, again, he's considered down when he started his slide, but it still feels like part of the play, does it not?
Yes, it does. But when they said dead ball, I mean, clearly they're saying post-play and fourth down, that possession is over. If you're Cade Klubnik, you can't slide feet first in that spot. You got to lower the shoulder, dive forward, whatever you have to do, and have the awareness to know exactly where the sticks are.
After the review, the ruling on the field of targeting is confirmed. It will be Duke's ball, 1st and 10, after we enforce the 15-yard penalty.
So again, targeting is confirmed, but I mean, it's Duke's ball. They're up 21-7 after Klubnik is short, and again, the fact that that's considered a dead ball penalty, you're actually costing the team that was targeted. You're rewarding the hit, not deliberately, but by calling that a dead ball foul, you're rewarding the defense when that should be a first down for Clemson.
Massive call.
Agreed.
Massive call. I think it's well said by you, Dave.
So first down on the 31 for Duke. Going to run some clock here. Waters stood up by Barrett Carter and pushed back, a loss of 1 on the play. Again, the clock on first downs outside of 2 minutes will continue to run. So if Duke can pick up a couple of first downs, they may be able to get this clock down to 3 minutes before they have to think about giving it back to Clemson.
Can't snap this thing with anything more than 5 seconds for the remainder of this game. Tom, back to that run by Klubnik. Do you think he thought he had the first down?
I do.
That's why he slid?
Yeah, I don't think he gauged properly exactly where he was. But I agree with you. Even if he dives head first, he gains more yards.
It's a first down, and you tag it on 15 yards after.
Keep it on the ground. Waters. Oh, he gets leveled by Makuba. So 3rd down and long coming up. Clemson has all of its timeouts. Going to save them as long as they can. And the Tigers in a must-stop situation here. 3rd down and 9 for Duke. Riley Leonard. Not spectacular throwing the ball today. About 50%, right at 50% completion rate. 176 yards, no touchdowns, but no interceptions. And obviously brilliant as a runner with that 44-yard rushing score that was the go-ahead touchdown. They'll throw it here on 3rd and long. They're trying to set up a wide receiver screen. It's read well. Calhoun tackled by Trotter. And so Clemson will get it back, but not until the clock's under 6 minutes, more than likely.
Well, it's an excellent job by Andrew Makuba fighting under that block, making the play as Jeremiah Trotter in a Clemson defense shows up in support. Excellent job getting off the field by this Clemson defense. Clock not on their side as it continues to tick down.
Porter Wilson will boot it deep to Antonio Williams. Boy, they could use a good return here to give Clemson a short field, knowing that the clock is not on the Tigers' side. But an excellent punt over the head. It sticks at the 5. Will it hang? No, it rolls into the end zone. 70-yard punt, about 65 on the fly. Duke still in command, 21-7.
3 victims, 6 suspects. Who will survive the night?
No one shall leave until I know who did it.
You're doing that thing where you pretend to know more than everyone else.
It was ghost. I will not believe in such things.
You were saying?
From the world of Agatha Christie comes the murder mystery event, only in theaters.
Did you see something?
Who are you talking to?
A Haunting in Venice, rated PG-13, September 15th.
Bob pulled up to the Chick-fil-A drive-thru.
Before I could get a word out, I was in tears. I said, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time. I'm taking my daughter to college today. She's the apple of my eye. Cars were starting to line up behind me.
I went outside with my headset on.
She says, it's gonna be okay. Just was so caring and compassionate.
I never realized how much of an impact it would have.
Tori, this is Isabella.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
We text a lot, don't we?
We text every day. You text me every morning.
Nissan has a car for everyone.
Every driver who wants more.
More turbo.
More freedom.
More electric.
At Nissan, more is all we do.
Officially, it's a fridge full of beer. Unofficially, it's free AC. Coors Light, the official beer of everything unofficial.
On a Heartbreaking Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
So this is goodbye?
Tech's moving to a new conference.
So we're not rivals anymore? What about our history?
This realignment's bigger than us both, but here, I got you something to remember me by.
Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar?
0. Like the odds of you making the playoff. Gotta go.
I'll always hate you in your overrated school.
I'll hate yours too.
We're still gonna out-recruit you.
We have higher academic standards.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
This is a story that takes place every Saturday. There's magic rocks, wild animals, techno, and rivalries that go back decades. This story has everything. Want to hear it?
The U.S. Open continues through September 10th on ESPN.
Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear, road tested and game ready. Are you ready for the road? Goodyear, more driven. Saturday night, big one, Alabama, Texas, number 4 versus number 11, with coverage starting 7 Eastern time on ESPN and the app. You got Pat McAfee and his crew on ESPN2. Dave Pasch, Dusty Dvorak, Tom Luginbill finishing things out here in Durham. Clemson trying to get back within a score here and have time on the clock, but not on the same page. Klubnik and Shipley incompletion, 5:43 remaining, 3 timeouts left for the Tigers. They were able to move the ball at will in the second half, but they couldn't complete any drives.
No, they have moved the ball up and down the field running it, but continued miscues this entire half for this Clemson football team.
Klubnik running here. Chose not to slide as he slid on 4th down on the last series, and it cost them a 1st down. He gets hit here by Trey Freeman, comes up a couple of yards shy of the line to gain. 3rd down, obviously 4-down territory. Ball on the Clemson 28. Next pass, pulled in 1st down, Antonio Williams.
Nice job on the slant. Bring pressure off the edge. Replace it with the slant. Nice catch there in traffic by Antonio Williams. They got to start pushing the ball down the field.
And again, losing about 15 seconds with the new rule. The clock not stopping until inside 2 minutes on 1st downs. And passes intercepted off the deflection. Mausi picks it off and went off the hands of Shipley. And Duke will take over
on the field. Is interception. 1st down. Duke.
Another Clemson mistake. That's what this has been about. An offense that there were so many high expectations with the new offensive coordinator, a new quarterback, but it's been a dud offensively for the Tigers tonight.
Get all your faves like an order of small fries for just a few bucks. Only on the McDonald's $1, $2, $3 menu.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms.
With my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. But just okay isn't okay.
And I was done settling.
If you still have symptoms after a TNF blocker like Humira or Enbrel, Rinvoq is different and may help. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can dramatically relieve RA and PSA symptoms, including fatigue for some. It can stop joint damage, and in PSA, can leave skin clear or almost clear.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Done settling?
Ask your rheumatologist for Rinvoq.
And take back what's yours.
Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Jake from State Farm. Look, I want that personal price plan, so I'm going to level with you. I've literally never washed Patrick's practice jersey. Superstitious.
Jeff, you don't need to get that personal. The State Farm personal price plan simply helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Yo, Jeff, sure this is clean? Absolutely, Patrick. There you go.
Ugh.
That's on me.
Yeah. Call or click to get a quote today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach!
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
This thing, it's making me get an ice bath again.
What do you mean? These straps are mind-blowing. They collect hundreds of data points like HRV and REM sleep, so you know all you need for recovery.
And you are?
I'm an investor in Invesco QQQ, a fund that gives me access to NASDAQ 100 innovations like wearable training, optimization tech.
How long you...
I'm done.
Become an agent of innovation with Invesco QQQ.
I'm okay.
Before investing, carefully read and consider fund objectives, risk, charges, expenses, and more in prospectus at Invesco.com.
Every year, thousands of athletes disappear in clutch moments due to falling hydration levels. Get yourself back in the game. Get yourself a Gatorade. Rehydrate, replenish, refuel.
When football was introduced, Arby's and boneless wings weren't a thing. Now they are a thing. And eating $5 boneless wings with fries is the most popular sport in America. Arby's, we have the meat.
Hey, Scott Van Pelt here in the nation's capital, getting set for SportsCenter. We will have reaction. Duke 5 minutes away from stunning top 10 Clemson. Plus, we look ahead to week 2. What a bunch of great games in college football with our eyes on T-Town. And, of course, we got the beats, and there are lots of them. Back to Durham. Dave and Dusty.
All right, Scotty, and week 2 will be here in about 72 hours. Quick turnaround. But what a way to cap a spectacular week 1 in college football. Colorado, one of the big stories, maybe the biggest story, not just in college football, but in sports this weekend. But Duke upsetting a top 10 team by 2 scores. Pretty good headliner.
Massive, absolutely massive. I just think about Mike Elko and what he's done now in year number 2. This program, these players, they believe. And they got a real dude and Riley Leonard. It's a veteran football team. And you could tell, talk with them yesterday, they wanted to step on this stage and validate that they feel they have elevated this program. And validation is exactly what they're going to get from this game here tonight.
Timeout.
So Clemson using a timeout. 2 more. Let's check out tonight's Capital One rewarding performance. Duke made most of the mistakes in the first half, but missed field goal by Clemson in the first half, getting the block there by Duke. This one didn't look like Al Blades touched it, but man, you can't fumble the ball twice inside the 10, including on the 1-yard line.
No, you can't. And Anthony Nelson comes in, gets that ball out with his helmet. It was all about Duke being able to take advantage of miscues by Clemson here in this second half. And if they can hold on for the final 4:08, they're going to have themselves a top 10 upset in year number 2 of this Mike Elko era.
There was a member of our production team that happened to be in the elevator today with Duke quarterback Riley Leonard. And they were just having a conversation. He said, you know, there's potentially 5 to 10 million people watching this game tonight. Riley Leonard's eyes got big. He said, really? That much? Well, you wouldn't know it, right? The way he's played in this game. That 44-yard run as he picks up a couple here, and see if Clemson uses a timeout. They won't. But that run was maybe the play of the first week. I mean, obviously, we're a ton of games. Colorado had several plays in that game made by several different players, but that 44-yard touchdown gave Duke the lead that they have not relinquished.
100%. And again, dead to rights in the backfield. A guy like Barrett Carter doesn't miss tackles, and the speed, the athleticism on display, tightrope in the sideline, and a huge touchdown to kick off this second half. And Duke's just fought, battled, and in position to win this game.
Riley Leonard, if you didn't know the name, you're going to be hearing it a lot for the rest of the season. Waters inside the 10. Waters making a house call with the exclamation point on this one. 36-yard touchdown. It has turned into a blowout in Durham here in the 4th. Jordan Waters had 8 rushing touchdowns last year. Duke with 3 rushing touchdowns tonight after a school record 31 a year ago. It's 28-7.
Rip it open here in this game. You're going to see the center get out and go, and you're also going to see the backside tackle. Both pull, kick out, and get a couple of nice blocks to pave the path for Waters to take it to the house. Nice hesitation there through the hole. Good vision to find the open field. And the Duke Blue Devils putting it on Clemson to close this one out.
Dusty, I tell you what, from field level, and I can't believe I'm saying this, there was not a huge discrepancy in team speed today between these two teams. Duke is athletic, and they are mature.
Veteran football team. Again, they feel that they can play with anybody in this conference. We asked Mike Elko directly yesterday, what does a win here mean? Says it validates where we've gotten this program to in just the second season.
Yeah, the first thing he said was it would mean we're 1-0, but I'm not going to do that to you because I know that you know what I'm really thinking. Because it does mean more than just that for Mike Elko. I mean, this is a program, they had a stretch during David Cutcliffe's tenure where they had good back-to-back seasons. And obviously they had some good players come out of here like Daniel Jones. But this feels different. This feels sustainable with what Mike Elko has brought to this program.
It's all around, right? I mean, the defense is so much improved from where they were just 2 years ago. The offense, much improved, and a legit dude at quarterback, one of the best quarterbacks in the ACC, and who knows, maybe he winds up being one of the best in all of college football. It's a different Duke football program under Mike Elko.
Klubnik, long throw. Caught. First down out near the 40-yard line by Collins. He talked about, you think Duke can hang with anybody? Well, they're going to have to play everybody. They got Notre Dame at home. They got NC State here. Wake, they got to go to Florida State, go to North Carolina, go to Louisville.
Had the benefit of an easier schedule last year, but that changes drastically here this season.
Klubnik's pass pulled in. Cole Turner fighting for the first down. Meanwhile, if you're a Clemson fan, how concerned should you be right now?
I mean, I think you have to be somewhat concerned. I mean, Clemson, I hate to say it, if they can just clean up the mistakes, they'd probably be just fine, but they didn't. Here in the game, in the moment, they made the mistakes. Duke capitalized, and here we sat. But really, I think Cade Klubnik is the thing that you start to kind of wonder. Garrett Riley and him were supposed to really take off and announce themselves to the country, and it just has not been now at the passing game tonight.
Ball's out again. And it's picked up by an offensive lineman, Walker Parks. That was a sack, forced fumble. So another near turnover. There have been several of those, and we talked about the 2 fumbles, but Klubnik's had a couple that could have easily been picked off.
Drops.
Heads up play by Parks there, with the ball just laying on the ground.
Recovery, second down.
Guys, it's the old adage, most games are lost, not won. Exactly what we saw Clemson do here tonight, and that's not to take away anything from Duke, because Duke made more plays and fewer errors.
2 minutes to go. Klubnik hit, like his hand was going forward. They have not signaled yet. Clemson falls on the ball. Wesley Williams made the hit, and then Adam Randall recovered the football. They're going to say that that was another fumble.
And ball went backwards. This ball went backwards as Cade Klubnik tries to get out of his hand. Pressure coming from the backside. Ball went forward. I think you're going to have to take a look at this.
If the hand's going forward, it doesn't matter where the ball ends up.
Excellent rush by Wesley Williams coming off the edge. Boy, they've been active throughout the course of tonight. Talk so much about this Clemson defensive line, and it's been the Duke defensive line making plays from the onset of this football game.
Dusty, are you as surprised as I am at how deep Duke is along the defensive front?
They've been rolling guys in and out, Tom.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just Dwayne Carter. It's not just Jamion Franklin. No, I mean, it's a lot of guys they've been rolling through. They've got 8 different guys that they've consistently rolled through. Everybody having some production.
Game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 1:58.
It's amazing.
Set it to 2:01.
Plenty of Duke fans here, but obviously this being a short commute for Clemson fans, about 4 hours, but not a lot of orange left in the stadium. Klubnik dumping it off to Shipley. Here's the other thing about Clemson. They have to find, again, it's week 1. We don't want to overreact, but it feels like right now they're searching for weapons. I mean, Shipley running, and obviously as a pass catcher, he had the lone touchdown. What about the wideouts? Can Antonio Williams make more plays? Can they rely on Bo Collins? Can they get the separation you guys talked about? I mean, Brenningstool.
Jake Brenningstool, right?
Talked about it tonight. 1 catch, 1 target.
That was the expectation coming in, but we really have seen no signs of that being a reality here tonight.
4th and 8. Shipley can't hang on. It was knocked away. Al Blades Jr., the transfer from Miami, breaking up the pass. And Duke will take over on downs. Al spent 5 years at Miami. His dad, Al, passed away in 2003. His uncles, Benny and Brian, who both went to Miami. One thing the coaches said about Al, he was an instant leader. He came in, and he was one of the guys. He wasn't a Miami guy just finishing out his career at Duke. He instantly connected with his teammates here in Durham as they're ready to storm the field.
They said he's goofy, likes to have a good time. It was a nice blend for this Duke roster and a great addition to the culture here in Durham. And
Jacquez Moore First down and more inside the 40 before he's dragged out.
So we've got the Cameron crazies, right? We kind of a little collaboration here, but how about the Wallace Wade wackos? And they're about to get wacky here in Durham as they're jumping down the field, ready to go nuts by taking down top 10 Clemson. You like that?
I like it. The
Wallace Wade wackos?
We were talking earlier about how Duke, usually the fans, Luke's, are in hibernation, but
30-second timeout.
They're out in full force for this tonight because Duke football, it's a thing now.
Look at this, man. Look at this behind me. Well, here we go. You think I'm going to be able to get to Coach Elko before they do?
We're about to find out what kind of 40
Dude, I got the boots on. I'm going to be rolling.
Borrow that guy's cowboy hat behind you. It'll go perfectly with those boots.
Yeah, where's that guy? I got to get him.
Largest margin of victory for Duke against Clemson since 1936. Wow. And they're going to celebrate till basketball season about this one.
And here's what's crazy. When we talked to Dabo Swinney, he said this in his press conference, and he told us this, that this was the most accountable team they've had. The fewest negative points in their metric system that really gives them a reading of accountability, leadership, teams that will be well disciplined. And it's been anything but that here in this second half. It's been miscue after miscue after miscue. I don't think Dabo Swinney was just saying that. He really believed it. He said in the last 11 years they've had this metric system. This was the highest rated team. And man, it was anything but that here in this season's opener.
7-6 was the score at halftime. Clemson was leading. Duke has outscored the Tigers 22-0 since intermission. They take a knee. They'll have to do it twice more. And this game will be over. The number 9 team in the country going down. You look at the end of last season, they did win the ACC championship game, so that one win out of their last 4 games was a big one, but they struggled down the stretch. But it doesn't look like the offensive issues are going to be a quick fix for the Clemson Tigers. And the first win for Duke over a top 10 team since beating Clemson back in 1989. It's their first win ever against a ranked team, period, in a season opener. They would be the top 25 team to start a season. One more knee for Leonard.
Going to have some fun tonight in Durham, Mr. Pash.
Now you start to look at the schedules for both teams, and you're starting to say, oh, hey, Duke at Notre Dame game could be pretty interesting. The game at Florida State, Duke at Florida. I mean, who's to say the way the Blue Devils played tonight?
One game at a time is what Mike Elko would say.
Riley Leonard takes a knee. It's one of the biggest wins in Duke football history. Down goes Clemson. The Devils win it 28-7. Luke's, can you hear us? Take it away. Hard to hear with 40,000 Duke students screaming in your ear, but Luke's, you got us?
I got you guys. I got you. I'm sorry, Coach. Congratulations. You told us this week what this would do for this program if you won that game, and what would that be?
Yeah, I think this is Duke football, right? We got the best of both worlds, a chance to really compete and do amazing things on and off the field. This is what I envisioned Duke could be when I took this job.
You mentioned the first game miscues that occurred early, and then you came out of it a little bit. What was the turning point in the second half?
I think we just settled down and played our game, and I think we fought. You know, we didn't play perfect. We didn't play great. We made a ton of turnovers. We played a great game. We just kept battling. We made just enough plays to win the game.
What was it about this team's versatility to adapt to the moment and their resiliency?
They have unbelievable character. They have an unbelievable commitment to each for this universe.
Know who Riley Leonard was yesterday, they sure do now. How would you assess his performance?
Yeah, he's a competitor. He's gritty as heck. And when the game's on the line, he finds ways to make plays. He's done it since I got here. He's why we're in this position.
You got a lot of upperclassmen, a lot of graduates, a lot of seniors who've seen a lot of different coaching styles. You come in and you turn it around now. What do you attribute that to?
Them. It's all to them. It's the work they put in. It's the things that they do on a daily basis. It's their love and commitment for each other. They did something.
Rest of tonight.
I don't know.
Go enjoy it, Coach. Congrats.
Thanks, guys.
Riley Leonard with a memorable performance tonight, in particular that 44-yard run, the go-ahead touchdown that stunned not just the crowd but the Clemson defense. The Tigers never recovered. Duke in a runaway late wins it 28-7 for Dusty Dvorak, Tom Luganville, Dave Pasch. Off we go. Scott Van Pelt.
Dave, thanks. What a scene. Woo. Just adjacent to Wallace Wade Stadium is Cameron Indoor Stadium. It's a fantastic campus, a fantastic complex. We've seen scenes like that in Cameron, but Wallace Wade tonight is absolutely on fire. And that guy right there set the tone. Riley Leonard, we talked about him the other day, but that defense was physical. They were the better football team. We'll get to some of that in a minute. More to come. We'll take you inside the winning locker room. We'll let you hear Dabo Swinney's thoughts from the podium as well. Also going to look ahead to week 2. We-fence. Sure. Got some thoughts from Harbaugh, Saban, Jimbo on the way. Huge slate coming up next week. How about the bad beats? The buffet is open, and we're going to ring around the Rosie and Happy Valley. We got a 6-pack for you. But first, best thing I saw today, right back to the game that we just watched in Durham. Dabo Swinney and Clemson, they have changed the narrative of who they are, what they are. They have been one of the absolute bullies on the block this last decade. Duke, they're playing great in this football game. They've kept Clemson off the board at 6-0. They're getting the football back. Jalen Calhoun kind of slips as he tries to feel it, and they gift-wrap the football to a Clemson offense that just couldn't do anything. And then they do something, because that man right there, number 1, Will Shipley, he is a problem. Cade Klubnik tosses it to him, and Clemson, after all that work that Duke did, has the lead. Clemson out in front by 1. Duke gets the ball to start the second half. It's a 3rd and 3. There goes Riley Leonard. They can't get him on the ground. It's a first down. Can he tightrope? Yes, he can, and he's in. Leonard, a remarkable run to stay upright there. All right, first down, sure. But then gets the wheels, get off me. So much determination, though. He's in, and Duke leads 13-7. Next drive, give it to the big man, Phil Maffa. Picking him up, putting him down, and Clemson, just like that, is back in scoring territory. But Duke's defense, as they did all night, stiffened. They force a field goal attempt, and Robert Gunn III, tipped by Wesley Williams. He had one blocked earlier. But then Duke's right back on with their backs against the goal line as Clemson is going to go in for a touchdown, take the lead. No. Klubnik and Shipley cannot get the exchange right. Another missed opportunity inside the 5. They're inside the 3, and the ball's out again. Maffa has it knocked out by a helmet. Jalen Stinson scoops. Klubnik with wheels.
Incredible effort.
It really was. He hawked Stinson. And Dabo cannot possibly imagine what keeps going wrong inside, not just the red zone, but inside the 10. Then Jaquez Moore gets to the outside. A huge score as Duke's now up by 2 scores and make it 2 touchdowns. They go for 2 and get it. Clemson, they're going to have to make something happen in a hurry. Here comes Klubnik. He slides down, and Cam Dillon hits Klubnik as he's sliding, but the ruling was that he was down short of the line on 4th down. That meant that's a turnover on down, so the penalty was enforced after Duke got the ball back. Might have been confusing to some, but that's what happened. Clemson gets the ball back. It's off the hands of Shipley. Dorian Mausi with the pick, and again, the cutaways to Dabo. Look, a lot of Clemson fans in the building. Dabo knew that this Duke team had talent and had a bunch of returning players, but nobody could have imagined this script on their side. Certainly, there goes Jordan Waters.
Come on, Duke. Come on, Duke. Come on, Duke.
How about it? Duke stretching it out and making a statement about what they think they might be able to do this year. And what a shot. As you saw, that crowd they were coming. And they're on the field to celebrate a opening weekend win over a top 10 opponent. Again, we know what hoops is down there, but this team looks like they're going to have the interest long before October and Midnight Madness. Something to cheer for in Durham. And look, you watched winners the other night. Both Steve and I mentioned this, and sure, we were talking about taking them plus the points. But if you watch this football game, yeah, Clemson turned it over a bunch inside the 10-yard line. But it's an upset, of course. But it wasn't an accident, right? Duke was as physical, as fast as Clemson. They were incredibly opportunistic, obviously, in getting those turnovers. But the only touchdown Clemson scored, Duke gift-wrapped for them. Mike Elko, you talk about establishing culture, and you heard him give all the credit to the people who have been there, and that's the right thing to do as a coach. But he's flipped the script of what they are and what they believe they're capable of. Leonard, their quarterback, is he the best quarterback in the ACC? No, that's the guy at Chapel Hill, right? Right. But Leonard, you saw what he can do with his legs. He made a bunch of nice throws throughout this game as well. Again, it was an upset, but tonight, it wasn't an accident. It wasn't a mistake. Duke earned this victory. And let's tell you some more about what encompasses this win for them. 3 things on Duke's big-time win to start the season. They snap a 28-game losing streak against top 10 teams. The last time they knocked off a top 10 team.
Not very good.
No, really good. The ball coach. And they knocked off Clemson, who was number 7. Steve Spurrier. The old school Duke unis. One more time.
Not very good.
No, really good. Really good, coach. Clemson turned the ball over not once, not twice, 3 times tonight, twice inside the 10. Both came in the second half. It's the first time Clemson's turned it over inside the 10 twice since Dabo took over in 2007. Clemson entered the season as the favorite to win the league. According to the All-State playoff predictor, had about a 17% chance. Look, if you're going to lose in college football, lose early. And with Florida State winning the way they did, you've got some chances to get big wins. But this ain't what you want. Obviously, we'll hear Dabo's thoughts a little bit later in SportsCenter as Duke by 21 over Clemson. All right, to some other races from baseball. You have a Texas-Houston series with Houston coming off getting swept at home by the